Welcome to another day in the life. Scarly's in the back and I'm bribing her with food. So hopefully she'll be quiet, contained, and happy. But if you're new here, my name is Renisha and I make videos about being a working mom. I make videos about really my investing journey in real estate. Not in a sense of like real estate, like I'm a guru or anything like that. Like it's not a real estate channel, but my husband and I are doing some fun things. We're trying some things to set our future up for financial success, just as regular people. So that's kind of what my channel is all about. This video is going to be just a day in the life. It's either going to be a week in the life or a day in the life of a working mom. As you can hear, my daughter is in the back and she doesn't like it when the car is stagnant. Like when the car stopped, she doesn't really like it. So 1 second. Okay, we are back in action. I just dropped off Scar. She was not having it. The lighting is a little weird, but it is Tuesday morning. I don't know if I mentioned that before, and I'm heading to the office right now. It's kind of like a busy day, but not with like a lot of design stuff, kind of design stuff, but I do drafting for like a local draftsman, and we have like a deadline, so I have to go and do some sections in CAD, and I'm like very stressed out about it just because I don't typically use CAD. I use Revit, and I know CAD. I've used it before. I've worked for architects before that used CAD. They taught CAD in design school, so it's fine. But I'm just not loving the program. And it's like a hot take in my opinion. Like if you're an interior designer and you use CAD, I don't think you know that you could be working way more efficiently. This is not a sponsorship for Revit or anything like that. I use Revit, and it's just like in CAD, I have to like obviously draft all of the section cuts line by line. And in Revit, I just click a button and it'll create all the section cuts automatically because everything is in 3D and 2D. And I could just start detailing the section cuts. It's literally like a no-brainer. Like that's, you know, this freaking lighting is crazy. I don't know if I can help it, but so to me, using AutoCAD is like you're stuck in the past, but that's what the guy uses. And so we have a deadline today, and I have to do like 5 section cuts. I've already started 2 of them, so I have like, I don't know, a lot more to go. And they have to be done today. First of all, they have to be done today, but they also need to be done at like in a timely manner. So I can't, you know, get them done at the end of the day. I'd like to get them done midday. And I tell you, I think I accidentally cut it off, but I'm just very stressed out about it. And then I have a meeting for Vetted by Design. I have like a Zoom meeting to pitch to someone. And that's at 10:30, which that's only like a 20-minute pitch. Very easy. I'm not too worried about it. But I'm about to order my coffee and then just go to the office and really just get started. So I just got done working on some of the drafting, all of these section cuts that are literally due today. I'm not feeling great about them. I'm not feeling great about them, but I'm just gonna keep working on them, and then once I get them to a point where I feel like they're good, I'll send them over to the drafting guy, and then he can zhuzh them up however he so chooses. I feel like I have like a million more hours. I did the first 2, so there's 5 total section cuts that I have to do, and then I did the first 2. I have the third one. The third one I think should be pretty easy, I hope, and then the 5th one, wait, 1 2 3 4 1 2 3, oh, I guess there's only 4, there's not 5. I don't know why I thought there was 5. I've done the first 2, the 3rd one should be easy, and then the 4th one's gonna be the hardest one. So I'm just hoping that I can get them done in a timely manner. I don't know how long I'm going to be doing this drafting thing for. I just help out like a draftsman, like a local draftsman who needed help just getting drafting done. And I'm really struggling to use AutoCAD. I feel like I've been very like pampered with Revit. So I don't know, but I have a call in about 15 minutes. It's kind of like I'm pitching to a pro, and I've worked with this lady before. I think she's great, and I would love to welcome her to the Vetted by Design platform, not as a paid pro, but just as like a elite pro. We do have some elite pros who are just going to be like lifetime free memberships to the platform. So as we grow, they will always be on the platform. And these are just companies that I truly enjoy, that I've worked with, that I trust, that I think are doing really good work in the design industry. And I just would love to have them on the platform. So it's like a 20-minute call, and I'm just going to give her the rundown of the platform, offer the lifetime membership. Hopefully she's open to it. I have had people not be interested in the lifetime membership. So see if she's interested, and just kind of catch up with her because I haven't talked to her in a while. So we're going to do that next. And then after that, I'm just going to continue drafting for the rest of the day. So I just grabbed little Miss Thang from daycare, and we're heading home. I ended up going back into my office and eating lunch, and just kind of working while I ate lunch and picking, not really picking back up the camera. But now I got my little baby doll, and we're gonna go home. And usually like our afternoon routine, if you will, is to go home. I usually put on like some Clifford or some Gracie's Corner, and we sit on the couch and we just cuddle. She doesn't like it when I'm like on my phone or when I talk to the camera. Sisters, Miss Mammacles, you're okay. So we're just gonna go home and cuddle. And I don't think I'll pick up the camera. But we shall see. And then we're gonna sit down. We're just gonna cuddle. Oh, here's crazy. Do you see the cameras? You wanna cuddle? Oh, she's cuddle bug. You shoes. Oh. Are you so silly? Let me smell them. Oh, they're so stinky. Let me smell. Oh. We're just gonna spend the rest of the day hanging out. And I'll pick up the camera again tomorrow, when Mommy goes to work tomorrow as well. How does that sound? See you guys tomorrow. So I just woke up, and it is Wednesday morning. I'm trying to stand in a way that hides most of my house because it's a mess. You can see some of it right there, but ignore the mess because something exciting has happened. I got the new Nespresso, and what flavor is it's white chocolate and strawberry, which I'm a little bit apprehensive about because I don't know if I like strawberry and coffee. It's kind of dark, but I don't know if I like strawberry and coffee. But we're gonna brew it, and I'm gonna try it with you guys. So we're just gonna do a little brewski and give it a try. Okay. I definitely smell the strawberry, which I'm kind of scared of. I don't like strawberries, so I don't even know why I bought this, but Let's see. Yeah, smells definitely, I don't smell any white chocolate really, but strawberry I definitely smell. I added a little bit of whole milk and a little bit of caramel. I don't feel like caramel really goes with white chocolate raspberry, white chocolate strawberry. I just woke up, but we're gonna try.
And I think this is so cute, but they do not have my size.
Oh my god.
Okay, literally every mom I know has this ball pet, obviously.
Okay, well, thank God I don't really taste strawberry.
Not yet, but let me know.
Like, I taste a little bit of fruity,
This is another thing.
but it's not super duper strawberry. It's definitely drinkable if you're like not into fruity coffees.
Every time I pick it up, every time I go to buy it, I just like read
Yeah, I like it. I would buy it again. I could get down with that. And the pods are so stinking cute. Ah, they're so cute. But anyways, I am about to drink my coffee and watch some YouTube with my daughter for like 20 minutes, and then I gotta get ready to go. Hello, good morning. It is so sunny out. I love it. I'm living for it. But we are on the way to do our daycare drop-off, and we're not running too far behind, which is a positive. Normally, I'm supposed to drop her off at 9, and I drop her off at like more like 9:15. I am so tired because she actually did great last night. She went down at like 9:30, like she was asleep by 9:30, and which was kind of shocking because she took a little cat nap when we were like going to Walmart and doing all these things, and so I was pretty certain that she was not going to fall asleep at a nice time, but 9:30 I can work with that. So I was out of her nursery at like 10, and then she slept from 9:30 to 5. And then she woke up at 5 screaming, and so I brought her in my room in bed with us, and then my husband's alarm clock went off at like 5:30, so I was awake from like 5:30 to 6:30. She went right back to sleep, thank God, but I did not go right back to sleep, and my husband's alarm just kept going off every 5 seconds. And so I kept waking up and waking up and waking up, and I was like, finally, I was like, you gotta go. Like, you need to get up for work. Get out. I'm tired. And it kind of kept waking her up too. So we all, or Scarlett and I, fell back asleep at like 6. And then I could not wake up. I was so tired. And so she didn't end up really waking up until like 8:05 for the day, which is a little bit later than I would like, because I feel like the sweet spot is like 7:30 for her to wake up, so that at daycare she can like be actually tired at noon. If she wakes up at 8, she's just not tired until like 1 o'clock. So yeah, today it's kind of a weird day today. I really need this day to like work on things, but it's just a shorter day for me because I have to pick her up at like 1:45 because she has a doctor's appointment. And so, and I have to go like to the bank, grab her tuition for daycare, run that back. Actually, I can just probably take it back once when I pick her up. What else? Oh yeah, I have to go to Staples and print like a form and all these things. And I'm a little bit nervous for her appointment, because I'll tell you why in a second. Let's just pause that.
It's 11:40.
I'm watching Amanda Foodall's new video. She makes like working mom content, so anytime she puts out a new video, I watch it. But I totally dropped off the face of the earth from the last clip. The last clip, I totally forgot what I was even talking about, but whatever. I had to move on with my day. So after that clip, I went to Starbucks and I worked on drafting that I had to do, and then I worked on finalizing a couple pages on the Vetted by Design website, because I'm going on a podcast tomorrow for it. So I just finalized a couple things on the website, did some like networking for Vetted by Design, and really nothing too crazy. So after that, I went and picked up Scarlett. We had a doctor's appointment for her just to talk about her shot schedule, which we're not going to get into shots and all that, but we just talked with our pediatrician about what's best for her and what that's going to look like. And then we came home. Now she's just over there having some lunch, and I am on my laptop getting a little bit more drafting done. I have like a couple more adjustments to a CAD file that I need to do, and then I think I'm gonna pretty much call it a day. That'll be the end of my workday, and the edits should only take me like 15 minutes, so I'm ready to be done with the workday. I am so tired, and I don't know how long she's gonna chill for, so I really gotta get after it. So it is Thursday morning, and we're just getting ready to do the whole daycare drop-off routine. Running late, running frantic like always. I'm so tired. Scarlett, well, my husband came home from work yesterday night. He was very tired, and so he like took a nap with Scarlett, and I told him not to. I was like, don't do it. You're gonna ruin our night. And so he takes a nap with her, and she didn't go to bed until 11 o'clock at night. And anytime she like goes to bed really late, we just bring her into bed with us, because I'm not about to like try putting her down for bed. My hair is crazy. Try putting her down for bed at 11 o'clock, and like it's just not a thing. She'll just come to bed with us. Thankfully she slept pretty good in bed with us, so that was nice, but I'm still so tired. Oh my gosh. Today's not too crazy of a day. I do have a few specific things going on. I'm heading to her daycare right now, and I have to have a conversation with her, like the daycare director, and I just don't know how it's gonna go. I'm a little bit nervous about it. Just talking about shots and things like that. We do keep up with her shots, but we don't like follow the strict schedule. The last time she got her shots, she got really sick afterwards. Not with a cold. She got sick with like a really bad virus last time we got her shots, and that lasted like 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. And we had to like take her to the ER. We had to take her to also urgent care. We had to take her to a pediatric dentist. It was really bad, and we could not figure out how to like get her better and get her healthy. And so I thought that that was the end of her shots. And then they hit me with, she needs 2 more shots. And I'm just like, no, we will get those shots, but we're gonna give it some time. She just got back healthy, and seeing your child that sick and seeing them in the like hospital sick is just not the business. So now I have to talk to her daycare teacher and just tell them like, we'll get those 2 shots, but it's not going to be right now. Like, we're going to push it back. And so I think that they're going to probably have like a little bit of an issue with it. So I'm very nervous about the conversation. They're very like adamant that she needs to get her shots, which I'm all for, but she's my child, and if I'm uncomfortable with it, I just need to like put a kibosh to it. We're not doing that. So hopefully the conversation goes well. I'm hoping they don't kick her out of daycare. I could also see that being a thing, like them telling me like, well, she can't come if she's not up to date on all of her shots. And then we would just have to find a different daycare, which sucks because she's like finally like drop off is better. I'm not crying, she's not crying, everyone's happy, you know, but I have to do what's best for my child, and that's it. So we're gonna have that conversation right now. She's such a snack monster in the car, but I'm gonna have that conversation right now, and then directly afterwards I have to go back home and record a podcast interview for Vetted by Design, I'm going to be featured on a podcast. And I've only been on one other podcast, and it was for like mom. Like I would think I was like 4 months postpartum. I should just give her the entire snack thing. And these like melt in her mouth, so. But yeah, it's just a thing. Like, I went on one podcast and it was really great and it was a lot of fun. So I'm really excited to go on this podcast. I'm a little bit nervous just because Vetted by Design is so new and I just want to come off the way that I want to come off. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, and then I have like some drafting to do today. Really nothing too like heavy workload. I don't think I have any meetings today. So that's nice. But yeah, we're just gonna get after it. So I just got home and I'm getting ready to go on the podcast. I didn't end up talking to the director of my daughter's daycare because she was actually busy and she was in like a different room from the room that my daughter's in. And so she wasn't available. So hopefully, I did tell one of the other teachers that I wanted to talk to her when I pick up my daughter. So hopefully we can talk then. But I did kind of chicken out. So anyways, I'm about to go on this podcast. I'm a little bit worried about it just because I wanted to use like headphones like this. But I realized that these ones don't have like the little audio thing. I don't know. So it's just not gonna work. Hold. Okay, never mind. I thought that I had like a different port in my laptop that was gonna work for different headphones, but I don't. So I'm going to just have to connect with my AirPods. And my AirPods are notorious for cutting in and out. They're not good audio at all. So yeah, I'm a little bit nervous. Just cause I don't know, I don't go on podcasts very often. And I just hope the audio, because I feel like you just have one time to like record it. So if the audio is messed up, then you have to like re-record it and it's like less authentic. I don't know. But I have about 10 minutes and then we're gonna get started.
Recording in progress.
Welcome back to another episode of the Business of Beautiful Spaces. Thank you, Ranisha, for joining me today. I'm very excited to talk about Vetted by Design. Can you start off with telling the listeners how you got into working with specifically interior designers and also the backstory and history of Vetted by Design?
Well, initially the whole passion behind the platform came from my own experience from me being an interior designer. I work as an interior designer. I've been in that career for 7 years, and I've had my business for about 4 years. And as it stands today, even, from the time I started my business to now, I would always need to hire out different things because it's just me running my business. Like a lot of designers, I feel like a lot of us are solo entrepreneurs. And so I would always go to like Facebook groups trying to find whatever. Just got done with recording the podcast. I really hope the audio was good. I just had to use like my laptop and I feel like just sometimes that's not what I wanted to do. So hopefully I get on more podcasts and I can kind of refine my podcasting, but I think it went really well. It was 30-ish minutes. I'm realizing that, let me try to fix this. whatever. I'm realizing that podcasting is kind of hard. I don't know how these podcast hosts really like do this, because as you're talking and as the person is like asking you questions, you have to come up with the answer like immediately, you know. And she didn't send me like a list of questions beforehand, and so I had to like come up with answers a little bit like on the spot, and I felt like I was kind of like just like rambling, you know. I'm like, I'm just gonna talk and talk and talk and talk. And so I felt like I was like a little bit rambly, and I feel like sometimes I didn't know exactly what the answer would be. And yeah, so it was a little bit kind of scary, but hopefully that was just like you know, getting me in the flow state of podcasting, and I can go on more podcasts. I've done a ton of like pitching calls with pros and designers. And so the more pitching calls I do, the more podcasts I do, I'll get more comfortable with it. But that was fun. And I don't really know. I think I have drafting to do, but I'm not really sure. So let me double check. Excuse my background. I'm working from home today, but I just double checked. I don't have any drafting to do. So what I do when I have free time, or I don't have like something that I'm like working on per se, is I just do outreach for Vetted by Design. And that looks like me cold emailing and cold DMing people, pros, and just explaining to them like, hi, my name is Renisha. I'm the co-founder of Vetted by Design. We are looking for pros in your category. If you're interested, let's hop on a Zoom call. And then if I'm trying to pitch to like a podcast, I send them an email. I need to follow up with a couple podcasts that I emailed, but I'm going to DM them. So little tidbit, you know, I don't even know what you would call it, but if you're trying to get I keep messing with this, but if you're trying to start up a business and you're trying to get the business out there to the people, and you send a cold email to someone and they don't respond, hit them with a DM. Like, I try to do multiple forms of social media to get to people. So I'll start with an email, and then I'll wait a couple days, maybe a week. I'll email them a second time, wait a couple days, wait a week. And if they still haven't responded, I'll go to their Instagram and I'll send them an Instagram. I just like, hey, I emailed you, blah, blah, blah. If they still don't respond, if they have a LinkedIn, I'll go to their LinkedIn and try to communicate with them on LinkedIn. LinkedIn sucks in my opinion. I really don't like LinkedIn. It just doesn't make any sense, their model and their platform, but that's neither here nor there. So I try to touch base with them in a couple different forms. I've had people do that to me that are trying to pitch me in my design business. They'll send me an email. If I don't respond, they'll email me again. And a lot of the times I'm like, thank you for emailing me again, because sometimes I just need it to be reminded. I just need it to be at the top of my email box. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I actually did want to respond to them. And then I'll respond to them. So that's just a little piece of advice. If you're trying to pitch to people, get out there, get connected with people. So far, my pitching and my outreach has been like hitting a wall. I'm finding that in this day and age, people are not really interested in connecting with you or even talking to you without payment. It is very much so like people will not give you the time of day unless you throw money at them. Basically, if you try to talk to anybody, like influencers or companies or people in general, I've reached out to like Facebook group admin, and really people want just to be paid, even to talk to you. I'm not opposed to paying people if they're going to be in a partnership with Vetted by Design, but I'm like, how do I know that I even want to partner with you if we haven't had that conversation? We're not even in alignment. You know, it's like, I'm sure if you're an influencer or you do whatever, and like a company reaches out to you and they're like, we want you to do, I don't know. I'm just like, I feel like the magic is kind of gone, and I don't know, like people are just not as open to just having free conversation with people and just connecting and getting to know people. I've had so many people reach out to my interior design business, like reach out to me in my interior design business, and they're obviously pitching something. They want my business in some way, shape, or form. But if they're local and they're in Japan and they're like, hey, can we just like stop by your office, like just to say hi, bring you some samples, I always say yes, always. Unless I'm out of town or I'm not available, I will generally say yes. Please come to my office, pitch me your idea. I'll listen, and if I like it, if I don't like, then we won't move forward. But I don't know. I guess that's like something that I wasn't quite expecting, is that no one's going to give you the time of day unless you throw thousands of dollars at them. So, but there has been a few people that have given me the time of day and have really poured just kind words and light into me as I'm on this journey of starting the business. So I really want to shout them out. Rebecca with Seriously Happy Consulting. She's a pro on the Vetted by Design website. So if you're looking for somebody to do like any business coaching with you, Seriously Happy Consulting, she's amazing. We had just a quick 20-minute call, and she's so nice, so happy. And then Leslie Myrick, she was phenomenal. I did pay for that coaching call, so it wasn't free, but she honestly was like just giving so much kind words to the idea. Who else? There's been other people. Social by Annalise on Instagram. She's a social media manager for interior designers. She's been like such a champion of the platform and just willing to help in any way, shape, or form that she can. So I'm like through startup and through like this journey, I've just been like really vibing with people who are supportive and want community and want to like see the platform succeed, and they don't expect me to like pay them thousands of dollars. You know, I'm like, it's a new platform. I don't have thousands of dollars to pay you just so you'll have a conversation with me. It's crazy. It is so crazy. But nonetheless, I'm probably going to spend the next hour just like emailing and pitching and emailing and DMing people and just trying to get people on the platform. And then I got to go to my dad's house and help my dad. So back home now with little Miss Sunshine, and I didn't get to talk to her daycare about her shot schedule, but I'll do that next week. The director just wasn't there today, so now we're back at home chilling. I'm probably gonna sign off the like work week vlog here, and then I'll probably pick it up next week sometime. So if you enjoyed the video, then like and subscribe. I try not to show her, so I'm trying not to get her in the video, but like and subscribe if you like working mom content, and I'll catch you guys next time.